Press start to begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Super Bonus Round. I'm your host, John Mookie Jam, joined as always by my co-host, Jad Peanut.
Hey!
And if you look to your right, I have been a very, very busy bee. Remember when the party was at like level 35 last episode? Mm-hmm. Look at them now.
Oh man, you've been grinding at that arena, haven't you?
Wouldn't you believe it didn't take me very long? Like, collectively, at most 2 hours. The last couple of floors is filled with like level 50 to 60 enemies, and I had like the XP boosters on, and it really wasn't all that hard. I just spammed their orbital laser, and then eventually I maxed out some of these guys' jobs, which means I got their super moves for the jobs. Some of them you'll see soon, but first, before we continue the story, I've got some scenes to show you.
Oh.
Because not just their levels, I increased their bonds, and I didn't want you to miss those. So let's show you. Sorry, guys, another clip show's coming. Alrighty, so this is Nanbas, I think.
Here we go.
Yes, Nanbas. Don't worry about the recording. This already has been recorded. All right, Namba ended up downing an entire bottle of Legend Malt without paying, and he filled it back up with horse piss.
Thank God.
He tried to cover it up with cheap imitation, but it's only a matter of time before he gets busted. Just jump.
Hey, Namba. Anything gone down yet with that Legend Malt?
Well, I've been watching the counter like a hawk, but the bartender wasn't kidding when he said nobody comes here.
Yeah, you did say this was more of a hobby for him.
That's exactly it. The only people coming in are our friends like Adachi and Sachan, which means that Legend Malt is probably just gonna sit behind the counter for the rest of our lives. I was worried over nothing.
I remember this. This was really funny.
Well, I don't know if you should be that relaxed about it. It's not like he'd carry something he was never gonna sell.
Welcome.
What a lovely little establishment you have.
Your first time in, sir?
It is.
See? He does get actual customers.
First time I've seen a first-timer.
I've heard about this place from some good sources.
Oh, yeah? Rumors about what?
That you carry the fabled whiskey known as the Legend Malt.
Well, then the rumors are true.
Pour me a glass, then, bartender. If anyone can appreciate such a thing, it's me.
Ichiban, what now?
What can we do? We gotta apologize before it's too late. But I'm too broke to apologize. Forget about the money. You'll be in even deeper shit if he drinks that.
I really must apologize, but my Legend Malt isn't for sale.
Why would that be? Is it reserved for your regulars?
Not exactly. I just don't think you're fit to order it.
Excuse me. You say this knowing I'm the editor-in-chief of Good Dandy?
He's from Good Dandy? No way.
What the hell is that?
It's a rich man's magazine full of nice cars and swanky restaurants.
Well, that's terribly unfortunate. For you, if you had even a modicum of customer service, I'd have written you an absolutely dazzling review.
Put me in your magazine or don't. That's your call to make.
Believe you me, I'll be giving you the front page. Everyone's going to know about the snob running this backwater hole.
This your idea of a quarrel, sir?
Perhaps, but was it not you who flung the first stone?
Fine. You backed me into a corner here. The Legend Malt on that shelf is something I ordered for a very special customer. I don't intend to offer it to anyone but her.
And what makes her so special?
The fact that she stole my heart.
Oh!
That bottle was to be a symbol of my affection. Time and time again, she would tell me how she dreamt of being able to try it. So I took it upon myself to indulge her, and waited for her to arrive. But for as long as I waited, she never came through the door. 6 months went by. Then a year. Until I finally got word that she had been in a car accident. she was taken from me. In some ways, that legend malt is the only thing I have left of her.
Oh, you guys feel real shitty now, don't you?
Given that, are you still going to insist I pour it?
I have walked through the doors of many a bar in my time, but I've never met a bartender with a tale like that. That quiet strength. The very essence of good dandy magazine.
He didn't even get to take a whiff of the bottle. And now he never will. I guess that settles it.
Yeah, but now it's even bigger than we thought. We gotta do the honest thing and come clean.
Why?
Didn't you hear that story? The legend malt's a treasure of his lost love.
Ugh, I know, but I'll never be able to replace it on pocket change.
Oh, what did they say, John?
I'll help him pay it off.
Aw.
If you can't
Did
do
you
it
see how
alone,
much money I had?
now help out.
You serious, Ichiban?
Yeah. All I've been doing till now is help you find ways to dodge the problem. What I should have done is help you do the right thing. Meaning, I'm just as guilty. We're in this together, man.
Ichiban, you're a great guy, you know that? But I can't take advantage of you like that, man. I've got to come up with that money somehow.
What a jackass. He swallowed that story hook, line, and sinker.
Come again?
That long-lost love of mine? She never even...
Jesus Christ!
Then why wouldn't you pour him the legend malt?
And back when I opened the place, I figured I'd need some high-end stuff behind the counter to draw in the big spenders. So I picked up an empty bottle of legend malt and filled it with bargain bin.
Oh my god! So it's nothing to worry about after all.
Every once in a while, a dimwit.
He actually did drink horse piss! He just filled it with horse piss again!
Old sob story, and he scattered like roaches.
Wait, so Namba, that means what you drank was...
Bottom shelf swill.
You gotta be shitting me.
Hey, what the hell's so funny?
You gotta hear this. Guess what Namba did?
Come on, don't say it. Don't you dare. Sir, you can ignore this, Joker.
I don't understand you people.
I guess it was the look of that bottle that got me thinking it was real. That ever happened to you? Or the taste of
It has.
in your head?
Hey, just be grateful you don't have to worry anymore.
I still have to worry about people finding out. Ichiban, you wouldn't tell Adachi or Sachan about this, would you? You can't.
Don't worry, man. I wouldn't rat you out like that.
So, you'll keep it a secret?
Yeah, but you have to buy me a drink. Bargain barrel whiskey, okay?
Sure. It's a deal.
That's level 2. He'll gain more experience, but he's not in the active party, which is good. I haven't been using him. Alright, who is next? Oh, Adachi. We're continuing the story about him giving money to a kid that he knew. Oh, the guy charging $1 million for a scraped plate.
What's up with the suit?
Oh, don't you remember? We're doing that out-of-court settlement.
Oh, yeah. Takashi-kun scraped that guy's bumper. And he demanded Takashi-kun pay him 1,000,000 yen, so you decided to meet with the guy.
Hoping it's just a damn con man.
Wearing a suit to the settlement, huh? You really care about this kid, Adachi-san.
Well, there's one more reason I was thinking I should look sharp today. You know how I sent a letter to Takashi asking for the contact info of the car owner? Takashi wrote back and said he wanted to be there when I meet the guy. Guess he finally wants to see his daddy longlegs in person. After 20 years of being sent money and all. You know, that whole time I came up with excuses to never meet Takashi. I just sent him letters.
So Takashi-kun's gonna meet Yamada-san for the first time today?
Yeah. I figured the least I could do is look the way a big shot should.
Except, even though it is a suit, it's pretty plain for a rich guy, ain't it?
Oh, give me a break, man. This is all I had. Anyway, I explained what's gonna go down here to the staff, so we're good on that front. Only thing left for me to ask is if you're willing to stay and back me up, Kasuga.
Why me?
Well, a real daddy longlegs would have a lackey with him, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, don't make me deal with this asshole and the kid all by myself. Please, man.
Fine. But when you interviewed Takashi 20 years ago, it was in person, right? What if he remembers your face?
He was 5 years old at the time. No way he would remember me. Especially now that I probably look like his damn grandpa.
Here's hoping.
Excuse me, is Yamada-san here?
Are you Takashi?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Look at you, all grown up.
What?
Oh, no. It's just, I still imagine you the way I did when we first started writing each other 20 years ago. I'm Yamada.
We finally meet Yamada-san. Thank you so much for supporting me all this time.
Oh, I just enjoy lending a hand to promising kids like you. That's what a philanthropist does.
So, why are we meeting here? What is this place?
No, it's a bar I run as a hobby. I'm a big jazz guy.
So you're also a patron of the arts. Amazing.
The lies continue.
And who are you?
I'm his lackey.
I'm just one of Yamada-san's lackeys.
Lackeys?
Yeah, you know, I follow him around.
Is that a job?
It has dental.
Of course it is. A guy needs an entourage, right?
He misspoke. Everyone knows businessmen don't have lackeys.
The hell they don't.
He's my secretary. My joke-loving secretary.
Oh, okay. Definitely an interesting guy.
Thanks. Nice to meet you. Now, Takashi-kun, where's the owner of this car you scraped?
His name is Hasegawa-san. He should be here soon. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he looks shady as fuck.
Asking me to come all the way out here to a dive like this? All I can say is you better have my money.
There's a few things I'd like to ask you first, Hasegawa-san.
Oh, you must be Daddy Longlegs. What do you want?
Why are you demanding $1 million for a scratched bumper?
Because this is no ordinary car.
Oh, is that right?
I don't know much about cars, but it looked pretty ordinary to me.
It may look like a typical sedan, but it's actually a top-of-the-line British luxury car. And now I have to send it back to England for repairs.
Right. Mind telling us how the accident went down?
Well, I was just sitting there waiting for the signal, and this kid here, barely paying attention to what he's doing, of course, just pulls up right next to me on his bike. That's when his pedals scraped up against my bumper.
Takashi-kun, does all of that sound right to you?
I guess. I didn't feel like I hit anything. I mean, I felt the hem of my pants sliding along something, but...
Ha! I wish it'd been the hem of your pants! When I heard the scraping sound, I looked over just in time to see your pedal gouging the hell out of my paint job!
Really? Well, that's funny.
What is?
If it was a regular sedan, all you'd be able to see from the driver's seat would be the hood. No way you'd see the bumper down below.
Oh, in my car, you can see it. Steering wheel's on the left, you know. Obviously, don't know much about foreign luxury cars.
On the left, huh? That's even funnier. Didn't you say the car was from England? Did you know British and Japanese cars both have the wheel on the right?
You might want to come clean before you dig yourself a deeper hole. I say the mark on the bumper was already there, and the car's about as British as me.
So what'll it be? Admit you were trying to pull a fast one and we'll let you go. But if you decide you want to keep bitching over nothing, then my secretary here will have to intervene.
By the way, I'm not just Yamada-sama's secretary. I'm also his bodyguard.
Ah, fuck!
So, it really was all a scam.
And a shitty one at that.
Wait, Yamada-san, did you know it was a scam from the start?
More or less. 1 million ain't much to a guy like me, of course, but us rich folks don't like our money going to criminals. We gotta do our part, you know?
Wow, rich people are so cool.
Sounds like capitalist propaganda to me.
So, how about that?
Rich people
bar,
are so
Takashi?
cool, huh?
Think
No,
you'll pass this year?
Takashi, no, they're not. No, they're not.
Actually, I found out I
No,
didn't.
they're not.
Oh, that's a shame.
But you know, the average age of the people who do pass is 29. So I figure as long as I pass it by then, I'm good.
Isn't that,
Hey, don't make fun. I didn't
years
pass
from
that
now.
until
Yeah.
27.
And when I do
Oh, this is
become a lawyer,
this is
you'll
the
be
bar. I
first
thought you
to
meant the
know you
driver's
might
test.
have
Never
gone.
mind.
looking
Still don't have
forward
mine.
to it.
Thanks. I have some
Hey,
studying to
it's
do
not
today,
too late.
so I'm gonna get going.
Hang in there. 4 more years of sending money. Oh, man, that's gonna be
Oh, just wait till you go to college. That just shit never stops.
Takes 4 years.
Wait, what do you mean?
If he's getting caught up in a simple scam like this, how's he supposed to understand the finer points of law?
Hey, now, don't be like that. No, he's just too honest, is all. And who knows, maybe he'll pass next year.
I sure hope so.
Well, either way, at least he bought my rich guy act.
Yeah, well, we can thank my little performance for that.
Your performance? I was the one with the starring role. If there... You know what? Whatever, man. Let's just celebrate the fact that we pulled it off.
Yeah, with the cheapest drinks money can buy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he really socked it to him with that one. He's like, yeah, with the cheapest drinks money can buy.
Lilip.
You can now be the host and the chef. Hey, there's a chef's job.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Well,
Now you can book your enemies.
It's locked off to most of the characters though. But once you get their bonds high enough, you can get it. But since we're close to the end of the game, I'm pretty comfortable where we
I was
are.
wondering if anyone would show up, but didn't expect it to be you. Aren't you busy? Should you really be drinking right now?
I'll drink whenever the hell I want to drink, Zhao. And don't forget, I was a regular at this place before you were.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? Okay, well, if we're doing that, then who's the newcomer in Ijincho, Kasuga? You or me?
Fair point.
Man, this whole schooling you as your senpai thing sure is embarrassing.
Yeah, you win.
Anyway, sit down, yeah?
You know, when we're out drinking like this, it's hard to imagine you ever being the leader of a gang.
Everyone's the same once you strip off the mask they put on for work. Rich, poor, leader, follower, whatever. You never know what people are really like.
Did you see me when I stripped down?
Oh. Aw.
Right. You can't judge someone just by looks alone. The important part is what's on the inside.
You catch on fast, Kasuga-kun.
Nah, I'm just stating the obvious, man.
Gotta look at someone's character to see whether they'd be a good leader or not. All jokes aside, there's this whole idea of being next in line just because you're the boss's son. No logic in it, but it's always there.
Yeah, can't choose who your parents are. Still, wasn't there some way you could have given up the throne? Not everybody's cut out to run a gang. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm sure somebody else would have stepped up if you had stepped down. Most important thing in any group is the leader being a good fit.
I don't know if I was a good fit or not, but I was a pretty sharp kid back then. If I put my mind to it, I could excel at pretty much anything. Sports, school, all that shit. And I don't remember losing any fights either. I was a lot craftier than the other kids.
Sounds like you were pretty talented.
I just didn't give a flying fuck, that's all. Guess that's what happens when you're good at everything.
Real modest, aren't you?
Up until I swapped places with my old man, we were always fighting with our rivals in Chinatown. But after their boss, Lau Ka Long, bit the big one, the Ijin 3 got their stalemate going.
Your rivals from Chinatown. Are you talking about the Snake Flower Triad? Heard they were pretty crazy.
They pulled out of Japan a long time ago. There's not many of them left.
Oh, so you became the leader of the Yokohama Liumang after the Snake Flower Triad was out of the picture?
Just about. Had to have been almost 10 years ago. Honestly, the whole thing was a pain in the ass. Ogi Kubo let me in on the whole counterfeit bills thing right away. Also told me about how the stalemate in Ijincho was rigged from the start.
Man, still can't hardly believe that.
The only people in the Liumang that knew about that were my dad and the old guard. The new boys kept saying they wanted to move in and take over. but it was always up to me to keep them on their leashes.
I hear your bell, buddy boy.
Then it was no
Is it party cam
ambitionness
time?
and a weak-ass bitch
Let's
that.
see.
Sounds like a fun job, eh?
Come on,
Haven't
you
seen
get
this side of you before, Zhao. You're
There
really
you
starting to
go.
open up and let loose. How many have you had?
Well, it's not like I gotta worry about the gang anymore.
Ooh, look at that
As
dandruff,
drunk as
bud.
I damn well
Got a lot of dandruff on
is
that
that a
butt.
problem?
Hell
Dander
no,
or
it's not.
dandruff?
I was just saying, it's been fun.
Dandruff.
Fun, huh? Well, maybe I have.
Yeah, because
shown
of
too
his
much
back
of my
foot,
hand. If I was
it
still
sticks
the
out
boss,
like
my
a sore thumb.
bodyguards would have stopped me by now.
Oh, really? I hope I didn't kill your buzz.
Nah, I know you're the kind of guy that just says whatever pops into his head. I wanna go sober up.
Yeah, sure. Let's get another drink when you're up for it.
Sounds good. Same goes for you, all right?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Hey, it's a knuckle. This is.
All right, was that all of them for this bout? Nope, there's one more.
Ooh, which one?
That's Seiko, because we're finished with her.
Yo!
There we go. That's a better angle.
Perfect timing, Kasuga-san. There's something I must tell you.
Huh?
I believe I mentioned that a group was looking for me in and around Ijincho, and that the Komijo were looking into their motives and identities.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. You learn anything new?
Yes. It seems they've disappeared from Ijincho. They've avoided the Komijo's nets at every turn.
I'll drink some of you then.
Well, that's good. Looks like you can finally rest easy then, huh? I'll buy you a drink.
That's very kind of you. And though I appreciate the thought, I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
How come?
It's possible that the group in question has left the city, and I imagine it's because they found their target.
Their target?
What I mean is, I believe my enemies have already ascertained my location and are waiting for the opportune moment to strike.
Huh.
If that's the case, then they're quite skilled. They've managed to elude the Komijo's eyes this whole time.
But that's bad news, right?
Yes. And for you and everyone else around me, we could fall right into their hands at any moment.
Okay, but that's only if we sit around and wait, right?
What?
No point in being such a stranger. We'll lend you a hand. Let's find these creeps together. Hit them before they hit us. You feel me?
The Komijo have been looking into their whereabouts. Even so, they've proven quite difficult to find. Finding them on our own won't be easy.
So you really think they're Jingong Mafia remnants? You were saying something about that last time, right? That they might be after you because you're using your old boss's name?
Yes, I have no reason to deny that given the circumstances.
Then why not drop the Jungi Han thing and go back to being Youngsu Kim? I'm guessing there's some reason you can't do that. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No, there's nothing preventing me from doing so. I simply wish to continue being Jungi-han.
Even if it means being hunted down?
I don't wish to get you or the others involved in the Jingon Mafia's troubles. But it appears to be too late, so I may be troubling you already. Everyone should be on their guard. My pursuers could attack at any time.
You forget who you're talking to or something?
I'm sorry?
We've tangled with both the Ijing 3 and the Omi Alliance guys. We couldn't let our guards down even if we wanted to. Adding the Jingon Mafia to that list ain't gonna make us any less ready.
Interesting. It seems our little party is much tougher than I expected.
Oh, come on, buddy. You really gotta move
I'm
your
amongst
face.
reliable friends. Maybe I am allowed to trouble you after all.
So what now? Do we toast to our new friendship yet?
No, I won't be getting that close. It would be out of character for Jungi Han.
So you had to briefly see me in my
Keep putting yourself on a
pajamas.
pedestal like that, and we'll start leaving you out.
Lit.
You meet the musician and the chef. All right, one more clip show, and then I guess this one will unfortunately be the episode. Sorry for the clip show, episode 3, I guess.
Oh my god.
Well, you coined it that because of The Simpsons.
All right.
All right, so
Kasuga-kun.
next
Already
is
got a good
more
buzz
Xiao.
Oh yeah? Nice. Could use one of those myself. Mind if I join you?
Sure. I was getting kind of bored drinking by myself.
So, what are the Yokohama Liumang guys up to now? Any of them ever swing by your place?
Nah, I don't see him too much. And the ones who sided with Mabuchi seem pretty hesitant to get anywhere near me.
Sounds about right. I mean, they did stage a full-on mutiny and shit. Do you ever wonder why they sided with Mabuchi instead of you?
Not really. But if I know those guys as well as I think, I'd say it was because Mabuchi was easy to understand.
Easy to understand? How you figure?
His goals were crystal clear. Everything for money and power. If rules had to be broken or blood had to be spilled, so be it.
So, in Mabuchi's world, as long as you got balls and muscle, you could work your way to the top.
Even if you stepped on your boys to get there. Long as you swore loyalty to Mabuchi.
Damn, that could get messed up fast. And I thought I heard somewhere that Mabuchi was actually pretty smart. That true?
Oh yeah. He spoke multiple languages, ran numbers better than a calculator, and most important of all, he was just fine with breaking kneecaps. He was born for the underworld. If he'd been Tojo, I bet he would have gone even farther than you.
Ouch.
But I guess it was fate, me getting locked up like that.
Right, sorry. I shouldn't be dredging
Yeah,
shit
anybody
like
be
that up
prepared.
anyway,
Nope,
Kasuga.
I actually went with what it's telling me much.
I ain't trying to make you feel guilty. No need to apologize.
Gotcha. Anyway, what I wanted to say was that the younger Mabuchi had some talent. Yeah. I even went as far as asking Mabuchi
Intellect.
to be my right-hand man because of it.
Huh? You mean you're the guy that gave him all that power?
Oh, yeah. I guess I am.
Come on, man. That's not something to laugh about.
Nah, you see, Mabuchi was just that special of a guy back then. He wasn't the type to just chill on the sidelines. Guy won me over, too.
How exactly?
When Mabuchi was younger, he just had this, I don't know, I guess you'd call it aspiration. He was going straight to the top, and he had the talent to get there, too. He had something I didn't. It's probably why I was so drawn to him. Just like you, Kasuga-kun. Now that I think about it, you two are pretty alike.
Come on, don't say that. Not when Mabuchi became such a scumbag. How'd that happen anyway?
Thinking about it now, I imagine it had something to do with him being promoted to officer. From that moment on, he would challenge me right out in the open. Didn't matter that we were roughly the same age and I outranked him. He probably didn't like that I was born into the top spots, nor that I kept up the weak cooperation policy. Mabuchi was pretty goddamn assertive. As far as I know, I was nothing but a thorn in his side.
Well, then, sounds like you should have known he'd betray you eventually.
Nah, I probably would have trusted him no matter what he said. But I know my old man and his boys didn't think too highly of him. They said he'd betray us for sure, so it would be better to get rid of him sooner rather than later. They were pretty quick to try and make him disappear.
So what'd you do?
I fought back. I probably mentioned this earlier, but I think it's really dumb when people kill the guys in their own inner circles. And this was during a time when responsibility was starting to fall to me and Mabuchi instead of the old boys. Stomping out Mabuchi was like stomping out our future. so I stood up to them. The elders were pretty tough to persuade. That's the first and only time in my life I'd grovel like that.
You did all that for Mabuchi? Why go through that for a guy who hates you?
True, Mabuchi was a fucking weirdo, and at times an evil son of a bitch. He wasn't likable either. But he had a passion I didn't have. He had talent, and above everything else, I thought of him as my brother. You can see why I don't want him dead.
You're right. Sorry, I was out of line.
I'm getting used to you doing that. Don't worry about it.
Good thing you get me.
Why is that?
Because talking like this is great. I see now you're a pretty passionate guy, Zhao.
Oh, me?
Yeah, stop fronting so much already. You're always pulling that shit. That's why I could never figure you the hell out. Now that we're a couple drinks in, I feel like I'm finally getting to know the real Zhao. You got a lot of heart, and you care about your family. That goes a long way in my book.
It's kind of embarrassing when you say it out loud like that.
Look at you, your face is all red. What's up with that?
Just drunk. Let's keep knocking him back, yeah?
Sure. To Zhao-senpai, for keeping it real. Cheers!
Cheers.
To level 3.
Oh, it could be a bodyguard too.
Yep.
Oh, he's not in there.
Yo, bartender. What's up with this one here? If nobody's drinking it, can I have it?
Jeez. Could you be any more of a cheapskate? Jungi Han was just sitting there.
I hear the snake.
Well, he ain't here now. Where the hell he go?
Dunno. Went somewhere in a hurry. Looked like he got a phone call and rushed out.
A phone call?
That's concerning.
Hope those Jingon guys aren't causing any trouble for him. I'm guessing this wasn't more than a few minutes ago?
At the end of every bond is a short little sub-story.
Got it. I'll go see if I can find
you reached it already.
Yeah. Jungi Han and Seiko are my only fully bonded characters so far.
What's so important it gets you to leave your drink behind, huh, Jungi Han?
Mystery.
Adachi's very close, and Namba. Well, Namba was away while I was. Namba wasn't even in the party when I was grinding when we were in Disney, so he's only a 2.
Oh shit! Yo, fancy seeing you here.
Are you not embarrassed?
I don't do embarrassed.
I've been aware of your presence from the moment you started following me. I pretended not to notice because I didn't want to embarrass you in front of others. Hence, my bringing you to a place so secluded.
Really? Okay, I'm a little embarrassed.
Kasuga-san, you were worried about me, were you not? I can't say I blame you. It just so happens I'm currently in a position where I could use your help.
Huh?
Where I'm going will be difficult to access alone. Would you care to accompany me?
Whoa, an invitation from the great Jungi Han himself, huh?
It's nice every once in a while, is it not?
Can I see my CD collection?
The hell is this place? A strip club? It doesn't look like they're up and running.
Yes, your assessment is correct.
What gives? Why'd we come here?
I should fill you in. You are not the only one following me, Kasuga-san. However, they would have never revealed themselves while under the Komijo's gaze.
Then you knew we were watching. Is that right, Yansu? Come now. Why isolate yourself like this?
I'm not Yansu. I'm Jungi Han. It's certainly been a while, though, hasn't it?
So the fake wants to become the boss. You think we'd let you get away with that?
Wait, these guys are...
Yes, they're survivors of the Jingon Mafia. They came here after hearing whispers of Jung Han's name. According to the Komijul, 7 of them had been watching me throughout Ijincho. I had recently learned that they had closed in on my location, which meant that I could take them all down at once.
And that's why you lured them here.
They would have been too much to handle on my own. But fortunately, Kasuga-san, you decided to follow me. Would you be upset if I expected your help in this matter?
Dan, why didn't you say so earlier? Why'd you have to tell me last minute?
If I had told you then, your face would have given my plan away. I can't say I had much faith in your crafty side.
The Jingwan Mafia will eventually be rebuilt, but you have no right to be its leader. Don't you dare assume Jungi Han's name, traitor!
Medicine me.
I'll show you a fight.
I wonder if I used any of the special. I wonder if I used one of Jungi Han's new moves. Specifically, his new super move. Oh yes, here we go. Essence of Champagne Wave.
Oh damn, that's a lot of drinks.
Don't be shy. Drinks all around.
Just let that one guy just. Oh.
That's the super move if you had the host job. And then Bone Crashing Bouge, I think is Ichiban's ultimate hero one.
Watch me.
No, it's actually not his ultimate one for. Oh, here's another host one.
Are you ready?
Essence of Rose Typhoon.
Ooh. Damn!
Thumbnail.
Hell yeah. Sex sells.
That or him pouring the drinks. Your choice.
The rose one.
The one where he does into the Jesus Christ pose.
Good times.
And they weren't much because we were level 50.
Impossible. Beaten by this fake.
Kasuga-san, stay on your guard and make sure none of them escape.
Yeah, sure thing. But, what are you planning to do with these guys? We've done enough. You're not set on killing them, are you?
I suppose we'll just wait and see.
Yansu Kim isn't capable of that. He's Jungi Han in face only. Second-rate trash. Once the boss was gone, he took off running. He's completely useless. Well, what's your excuse? Why be a double if you can't die like one?
I concede that I failed to serve my purpose as a body double. And I cannot refute being called useless. It is as you say. However, the reason I've chosen to remain Jungi Han, even now, is for all of you. I have no intention of leading the Jingon Mafia.
What?
Gotta say, I'm lost here too.
The day Jungi Han was killed and the organization crumbled, what were each of you doing? And where?
Huh? What are you getting at?
You were most likely without a place to go, surviving with little or no purpose, were you not? We were a people who had finally found their place, thanks to Jungi Han. It was our only place. After the organization was lost, there was nowhere any of us could turn to. The same was true for me as well. It was by luck, and luck alone, that I was saved by Ijincho's Komijul. I wanted to help. I wanted to offer my hand to those of you that had lost everything of the lives they had once known. However, I had no way of finding all of you once you had dispersed and gone into hiding. That being the case, rather than search for you individually, I decided I'd have you come to Ijincho. If rumors of your dead boss wandering the streets surfaced, you wouldn't be able to resist seeing if they were true. And should you have come to reason that said person was your boss's double,
I knew you guys wouldn't be able to let that slide, and you'd come out for blood. Sooner or later, you'd all make your way down to Ijincho.
You really did this to help us?
yes. If you'd been sniffing around down here, then surely you would have heard about the Komijul at some point. Although I imagine the origins of the Komijul never made themselves known to you.
What origins?
The Komijul are Jingon Mafia refugees. Those who were sent to Kamurocho by the mainland and lost.
What?
By the end of the 1980s, the ones who managed to escape found shelter here in Ijincho, Yokohama's gray zone. The Komijul have been ready to help those, you and me. I've remained Jungihan so that you might take my hand and come home. It's been my aim to see that not a single one of us gets left behind.
So it's true. It really was for all of us.
Son of a bitch, man. Why you always gotta be so cool?
I know, right?
Yeah, I know. Did
My
you see the way I
apologies for
poured like
causing you so
100
much
glasses
trouble.
of champagne and then wasted
Thank
all
you,
of it?
Kasuga-san.
So, are those guys gonna join up with the Komijul?
Yes. As long as people have a place to call home, they will always have the courage to go out and fight. I'm hoping they'll use the Komijul as footing and eventually stand on their own.
That's gotta be the most sentimental thing a dude dressed like that has ever said, man.
This outfit belongs to the boss I respected. If you're going to make fun of it, I'll be forced to defend his honor.
Wait, huh? Come on, dude, lighten up. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Some jokes cross into slander, and that I cannot abide. If it wasn't coming from you, that is.
Huh?
You know, outside of Song Hui, you are the only person I've ever revealed myself to. There is nothing more to hide at this point.
So, how's it feel? Bet you're pretty relieved, huh?
As much as I'd hate to admit it, you're right. It's nice to take off the mask sometimes. So, would that make us friends at this point, Kasuga-san?
You really asking for confirmation? I didn't think you were the type.
My apologies.
Friends with familiar faces. Jungi now uses team skill tag team terrorizing trample. It can also be fortune teller and gain more XP. Well, that's it for the clip show. So next time on the super bonus round, we're gonna actually continue the story. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Sorry for the clip show part 3.